Alright, what is going on guys? Gino checking back in for another video today. It is the 21st of September, it's a Monday, which means that today is going to be a push day. Now as of late I've been doing a lot of morning workouts since I do notice that, especially on Mondays when I have a pretty busy online check-in day, I don't really like to have my day interrupted. So I work out in the morning, get all of the things out of the way and I focus on work for the rest of the day. So without further ado, let's fuel up the system and get some breakfast. So what I have right here is the usual bowl of cream of wheat, 70 grams of cream of wheat, 40 grams of whey, 20 grams of peanut butter and 1 banana. And as you can see, no Nutella sandwich. Guys, as I mentioned in the previous video, I've been cutting for a couple of weeks now. My calories are at 2400 and I had to make the choice to either implement intermittent fasting or just have a little bit of a smaller breakfast to allow for more food later in the day. And I really didn't want to do intermittent fasting, so I just chose to sacrifice the Nutella gains. You gotta do what you gotta do. Puppies are over here making all kinds of noise. All kinds. Alright guys, so as I mentioned, it's time to get to the gym. I have a push session planned today, which is very nice. I always look forward to my push sessions since I just really love training chest. And I mentioned this on my Instagram story yesterday as well. As of this training cycle, I decided to drop the load on a lot of my exercises. I was keeping it controlled, but what I often tend to notice is that training cycle after training cycle, week after week, month after month, my exercise execution doesn't always match up with the increase in load and increase in performance. So I tend to increase the load pretty substantially, increase the reps pretty substantially, and sometimes I notice that when I'm looking at some recordings of myself, or when I'm looking in the mirror, or when I just feel it when I'm doing any specific exercise, I tend to cut the range of motion a little bit short, just a tiny bit, but I want to keep it consistent, so I want to keep it as maximal as possible. The eccentric often tends to go a little bit faster than my liking, so I just decided to check myself at the door, check my ego at the door, drop the load a little bit, and just focus a lot more on keeping the exercise execution as controlled and as aesthetically pleasing as possible. So without further ado, I'm going to head to the gym right now. I'm going to be starting off with the flat dumbbell press, aka my favorite chest exercise. Let's go to the gym. So far so good. It felt pretty easy compared to what I did in week 1, the previous training cycle, which was 44 kilograms. So that's progress, man. Even during cutting phase, it is possible. Alright, so for the flat dumbbell press, what I see a lot of people do is overstretch their shoulders, flare their elbows, and basically just mess up their whole entire upper body. Some key focus points for this specific exercise and for pretty much every chest exercise in general is to retract and depress the scapula. Basically what that means is push your shoulder blades back together and kind of imagine there being a pencil in between your shoulder blades, and you need to put them so tight together that it doesn't fall down. So imagine having a pencil in between your shoulder blades, put them together, hold them there, and then perform your chest exercises. Also ensure that when you're pressing, you're not overstretching the shoulders again, which means that you're basically putting yourself out of scapular retraction and depression, which basically messes up the whole entire setup in the first place. So keep those things in mind, grow a huge chest while not messing up your shoulders. It was a freaking awesome session, but it's time to go to the grocery store now. Pretty much the only thing that I have to pick up is chicken, because well, we need to hit the protein. So without further ado, let's head to the grocery store and pick up the goods. Chicken, underwear, nuts, pink Himalayan salt, makeup remover for my girlfriend obviously. I feel when I started this video with a pretty sunny weather, pretty good weather, and now that I'm stepping into the car a couple of days later, it's feeling like absolute winter right here. Anyway, back in the car again. Guys, let me know what you thought about that chest training tip. I want to provide a lot more value in the content that I want to provide a lot more value in the... God damn it, I can't speak this morning. I want to provide a lot more value in the content that I'm producing. And I figured it'd be a nice idea to film a lot more in the gym. Actually give some context and tips and tricks regarding the exercises that I'm doing in order to provide you with some content that might leave you with a lot of injury prevention and some better gains down the road. So I'm in the car right now, about to head to the grocery store again, but this time to buy a little present for my grandmother who has her birthday today. So I'm going to be buying some chocolates. Whenever I buy my grandmother a gift, I don't really need to give a very big gift because she ends up not using it. She basically has everything that her heart desires. So some chocolate and roses never really goes wrong. By the way, I want to truly thank you guys for the support on my last video. As I mentioned, I've been away from YouTube for a while, like 2 or 3 months or so, which was highly necessary for me personally, as I mentioned. But the comeback has been truly appreciated by you guys, as I've noticed. There were a lot of supportive comments, the likes were pretty much on point as well, so thank you all so much. And as I mentioned, I'm back, so I'm here to produce a lot more content. One thing that I also need to learn, and that is something that I've actually come across since, well, my break from YouTube, is that I need to stop thinking about always having to make perfect content. What I tend to notice, especially right now since I'm back and I got a lot of supportive comments from you guys just really enjoy watching the videos that I make. So in my head and in my eyes it always had to be perfect, and if it wasn't perfect then it wasn't even worth making a video. And whether that came down to informative content or just typical vlogs that I'm making right now, that kind of prevented me and stopped me from making content. And at the end of the day, as I mentioned, as I'm actually noticing from you guys right now, I can just upload whatever I'm making as long as I actually know that I'm providing some valuable content, whether it be in entertainment or in informational value. But I needed to stop being a little bit too hard on myself. And I've noticed this before, I've noticed it again right now, so hopefully I've learned this lesson completely right now and I can just get back to making more videos. And on that note, I would like to end this video here. So if you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button because it truly helps out the channel grow. Comment down below and subscribe to the channel and turn post notifications on for so much more content coming really soon. I'm out guys, and peace out. See you in the next one.